In Jerusalem, MK Dr. Aryeh Eldad held an international conference on defeating jihad today, bringing leaders from around the world who are fighting the Islamization of their countries.
The true question that is facing us today is there a moderate Islam?
My starting assumption that there is a grave threat that has risen in the world. It threatens civilization itself.
The people who express their belief that they represent the true Islam, and the true nature of Islam is what is represented by this global jihad that we fight today.
A conference was held in Jerusalem titled Facing Jihad. The conference was organized by MK Dr. Aryeh Eldad, and it related to the current worldwide threat posed by Islamic holy war, jihad, and what can be done against it.
I was invited by Dr. Eldad and others to give a speech here about the Islamization of the West, indeed also of Europe, and to show my short movie Fitna that was broadcasted in March of this year. And indeed is about the true face as I see the Quran and the Islam as a violent ideology that doesn't want to integrate or assimilate, but wants to submit and want to rule over all the kafirs and non-Muslims.
It's my view that the world, not just Israel, but the world faces a grave threat, and that it is important that this threat be identified. The threat I'm calling Islamic totalitarianism.
Only a few weeks ago, the world could learn just another bloody lesson from the Islam in Mumbai, India. The true nature of Islam expressed itself again as if we needed another lesson after 9/11, after London, Madrid, after Russia, after Baghdad, after the 90 years of bloody struggle against Islam in the land of Israel.
Islam indeed it has symbols, religious symbols, but it's an ideology. It rules everything, not only from birth to death, but everything in between, everything in life. It's an ideology. So I believe Islam should not be compared with Judaism or Christianity, but with other totalitarian ideologies like communism or fascism. And this is what we are dealing with.
Attendees came from around the world, including Europe and the United States, and attempted to identify not only the practical dangers of terrorism, but the ideological underpinnings which facilitate this threat.
And I used in Fitna no actors, but I used certain surahs from verses of the Quran combined with real images of things that are happening and that happen in the world.
We fail to recognize the all-embracing nature of Islam and its direct connections to state power. And of course we fail to recognize the threat to free speech, for example, that this poses. In nations where Islam is triumphant, it is against the law to speak against the ideology of the state, and the ideology of the state is Islam.
My message today, and that's why I'm so proud to be in Jerusalem, is that indeed your fight against jihad is our fight against jihad. It's not a territorial conflict. It's an ideological conflict.
While countries throughout the world are dealing with the threat of terrorism, it was accepted by the conference that Israel is in a uniquely dangerous position, with the potential for an Islamic state to be set up on her doorstep.
It's not a territorial conflict. You can give away everything that you have. I wouldn't do it. I would not advocate it. The contrary. But you will never get peace, because the ideology, in the Islamic ideology, there is no room for anything else but Islam, not for Jews, not for Christians, not for anything else.
Interestingly, here in Israel, you face a problem we don't face in the United States, which is the possibility of an Islamic state right on your borders. I stand firmly opposed to the creation of a Palestinian state.
So if there would be no Israel, and God forbid that will ever happen, there still would be a jihad, and it would be faced towards us. And only because Israeli parents send their children to face the jihad